What's good, ladies and gentlemen? In today's video, we are going to be talking about the easiest ways to obtain summoning eyes in Skyblock. Now, if you are a veteran player, you're probably thinking, Monster, I already know all the ways. It's simple. You get Wise Armor, you get the Rogue Sword, and you go ham killing all of the Zealots. Which, yes, that is true, but if you watch this video through and through, you will probably learn something new. Before we get into the video, if you guys want 1,000% more luck at obtaining summoning eyes, all you guys have to do is go down below, hit that like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you guys are new around here. Now, you guys know it is December, which means that Christmas is coming up very, very soon. And rather than giving stuff away on one day, I'm going to be giving stuff away the entire month and every single time I upload a video. So until Christmas, I'm going to be giving away 1 million coins every single video I upload. All you guys have to do is go down below in the comment section and leave your in-game name so that I can send you those coins or contact you if you are the winner. Alright, so now with all that information out of the way, it's time to talk about Zealots and summoning eyes. So, first things first, a couple of patches ago, specifically 0.7.3, they actually made a couple of changes to how summoning eyes work and special Zealots. Before this update, you could literally go around farming Zealots and randomly, when you killed one, you would actually receive an eye. But patch 0.7.3 completely changed how special Zealots work. Rather than going around farming Zealots and then killing one and randomly receiving an eye, you actually will now go around killing Zealots and randomly have a chance to spawn in a special Zealot which will 100% drop an eye. They also made a change to the drop priority, so whoever spawns in the special Zealot, they will have a few seconds to pick it up before anybody else, even if somebody else killed it. Another pretty big change was that if a player needed more than one hit to kill their last regular Zealot, the spawn chances are buffed by 10%. Now you're probably thinking, 10%? That is absolutely insane, and I thought the exact same way when I heard that this patch was going to be coming. Unfortunately, 10% is not actually as crazy as you might think it is. Alright, so the chance of getting a special Zealot to spawn is 1 out of 420. So, with that being said, basically every single time you kill 420 Zealots, you should have gotten at least one summoning eye. Now, what is 1 out of 420 put into a decimal? Well, that is 0.23. So that means that you have 0.23% chance to actually obtain a summoning eye. Now, once again, if you didn't one-shot the last Zealot you killed, your chances increase by 10%. But what is a 10% increase of 0.23? A 10% increase would actually only be 0.26. So you jumped from 0.23 to 0.26, which honestly is basically no different at all. By the way, math is the only class I failed in high school, and all of this math is taken off of the Hypixel Skyblock wiki, so it all should be correct. Now, there's one last number that we have to add into the equation, and basically for any rare drop / spawns in the game, if a player gets unlucky and goes beyond the threshold, the drop chances for that item will be doubled. So what does this mean? Well, basically if you kill 420 Zealots and you have not spawned in a single special Zealot, your chances will go from 0.23 all the way up to 0.46. So now that you know that you have less than a 1% chance at getting a special Zealot to spawn, you might be considering Magic Find Potions. Well, you are a smart thinker, but unfortunately Magic Find Potions have no effect on spawning in special Zealots. Alright, so now it's time to talk about the strategy which is best for farming Zealots and getting a special Zealot to spawn as quickly as you possibly can. Since there are no special little loopholes that you can use to get a special Zealot to spawn in quickly, the easiest or the quickest and most efficient way that you can possibly do this is by killing the most amount of Zealots that you possibly can every single second. First, we gotta talk about crit chance. Critical chance is an extremely important thing when it comes to farming Zealots because without hitting a critical, you're not going to be one-shotting Zealots, which will slow you down. A very common method that a lot of people use is reforging all of their talismans until they reach about 80% crit chance. You can also reforge your armor to increase that crit chance as well, but then they will stop at 80%. Now, the reason that people stop at 80% crit chance is because you can actually make a critical 3 potion which only requires 1 flint and 1 enchanted glowstone dust. The critical 3 potion will give you 20% crit chance, so already having 80 plus 20 is 100% crit chance. This means that every single time you hit a Zealot, as long as you have good enough armor and a weapon, you will one-shot them. Alright, so now that we have damage out of the way, we have to talk about the quickest ways to get from Zealot to Zealot. So the most popular method for reaching the maximum amount of possible speed in the game, which is 400%, is using Wise Armor and the Rogue Sword. Fortunately and unfortunately for people like me who love the Wise set, this is getting a hefty nerf, and honestly, it's pretty crazy. So whenever the next big update comes out, the Wise Armor ability ability will only reduce mana cost by 30% rather than 50%, which it does now. They're also changing the Rogue Sword a little bit so that the ability only costs 50 mana, but if the effect is still active, the ability only gives plus 10 speed instead of plus 20 speed. Now, although this sucks and it's going to be a massive mana reduction for the Wise Armor, in my opinion, it's still probably going to be one of the best, if not the best methods for farming Zealots. Now, the second option we have is Young Dragon Armor. They're also buffing the Young Dragon Armor, and now in total you'll have plus 150% movement speed, and also they're increasing the speed cap from 400% to 500% only on the Young Dragon Armor though. Now, in my opinion, or at least currently, Young Dragon Armor is probably going to be the second best method. I still feel like Wise will come out on top, but we'll have to see when the actual patch rolls out. Now, the third best strategy would probably be mixing Farmer Boots with the Young set. If you guys didn't know, Farming Boots actually receive plus 4 speed every single level of farming that you actually have. So let's just say that you're level 20 farming, you'll actually increase the movement speed on these boots by plus 80%. Combining these boots at level 25 farming with the Young leggings, chest piece, and helmet, you'll actually cap out at 150% movement speed. So basically you get the full Young set speed without even needing the Young boots. Now, the final way that you can easily increase your movement speed is by actually using Spirit Potions. Spirit Potions literally cost 1 green candy from the Spooky Festival, and you can probably buy from the auction house for extremely cheap. At level 1, it grants plus 10 speed, at level 3, it grants plus 30 speed, and at the max level, which is level 4, it grants plus 40 speed. Now, you might be thinking, well, why don't I just use a speed potion? Speed potions are actually extremely expensive, and at level 8 is when it actually gives you plus 40% movement speed. Spirit potions, you only need to get up to level 4 to get plus 40% movement speed, and also it gives you crit damage as well, which is even better. So now we got the damage down, and we also have the speed down. It's time to talk about which route is best for you to take. In the Dragon's Nest, there's 3 spawns which spawn 3 Zealots directly next to each other. The first spawn is directly in front of the entrance of the Dragon's Nest. This is probably one of the worst spots to be at just because of how many people will be here, including noobs and all of the brand new people going straight into the Dragon's Nest. The second spawn is directly in the middle of the Dragon's Nest, right behind where you would summon a dragon in. This is definitely better than the previous spot. The only issue with this one is that all 3 Zealots spawn further away from each other, so you might not be able to kill all 3 if there are other players around. The final triple Zealot spawn is actually a little bit further behind this spot and probably one of the best spots to go because this is probably going to have the least amount of players. Now, I'm mentioning all these specific spawn locations because even last night while I was attempting to farm Zealots, there were so many people farming Zealots that I basically had to seclude myself to one area, and this is the area that I secluded myself to and just killed all 3 of those Zealots alone and try to pick off a few more. Maybe you get lucky and you're not in a lobby that's completely packed with Wise Armor people just running around slaughtering every single Zealot as soon as they spawn in. If that's the scenario, then you can definitely venture out and try to kill as many Zealots as you possibly can, but just remember where most of the Zealots spawn at. Another key detail is that Zealots seem to spawn every 15 seconds, so basically if there's 2 Zealots, no more Zealots will spawn in that location, so as long as you kill at least 1 Zealot and there's only 1 Zealot remaining, you'll be fine, and then another one will respawn in 15 seconds. Now, the final thing to mention with this video is that there is actually a Zealot counter mod which somebody from the community made and posted on the Skyblock forums. Now, what this mod does is it actually counts every single time you kill a Zealot. It also counts the amount of Zealots you need to kill per eye. It tracks all the eyes you've obtained, and it tracks how many Zealots you've killed since you last received your eyes. Now, of course, this mod isn't going to make you better at receiving eyes or do anything like that, but at least it will track it for you and you can see, wow, I'm actually getting eyes pretty frequently, or wow, I'm actually taking forever to get eyes. I'm a really big person on analytics and statistics, and I really enjoy seeing information like this, just knowing that either 1, I'm really lucky, or 2, I'm either really unlucky. I'll leave a link down below in the description so that you guys can check it out and install the mod for yourself. It's as simple as installing Forge and then just putting the mod in your mods folder like literally every other mod, even including Skyblock add-ons. I'm a really big fan of community mods, especially for the game that we all enjoy, which is Skyblock. If you guys do enjoy this mod, or even have a suggestion for things you would want to be implemented in the mod, make sure you guys go to the forum post and leave a reply to it so he could possibly add it or appreciate your feedback. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video. I hope that you guys did enjoy, and hopefully you guys learned something new, and hopefully this will help you get some more eyes. If you are a noob in Ender Armor and want to learn how you can possibly one-shot Zealots, go watch my other video, which is on screen right now. You can click that, be informed, and actually become an even better noob. If you guys did learn something new, make sure you guys hit that like button, and if you guys are brand new around the channel, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button as well. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye!